what I'm going to talk about today is the Squier Strat SE. These are the Strats that come in those bundle packs that run about, I don't know, anywhere from $199 to $249 depending on where you get it from, brand new. And the reason I'm bringing this one up is because these are actually quite nice guitars. The problem is when people get them out of that big box, they typically don't get them set up properly. But in reality, these are actually a better deal to pick up than the Bullet series or the Affinity series. And the reason for that is these actually have a full 1 3/4 inch thick body. Okay, now what's the benefit of that? The benefit of that is being able to drop a decent steel block tremolo into these bodies, which you cannot do on an Affinity series or on a Bullet series because those bodies are too thin and that block will stick out the back of the body. So this one will allow you the space to do that and to close up that rear cover and put a nice tremolo on them. These typically come either in the Sunburst with the red tortoise pick guard, and this is not to be confused with the Classic Vibe series that also comes Sunburst but in a brown tortoise pick guard. Big difference between those two series, but these can certainly be modified and made just as nice as those Classic Vibes if you're good at tinkering. So that's the other thing, and the other ones come either in black or Arctic white. The black and Arctic white typically come with a white pearloid pick guard. And when you find these used in the stores, typically they're just going to say Squier Strat on the headstock. These are true sleepers in terms of being able to take them home and do a few tweaks to them and make them very nice players. Typically you can find these used in the stores for less than $100 for the guitar. I got this one right at 84 bucks for the guitar with the gig bag, used. And it's in pristine condition. Still got plastic on the pick guard. It's a little dirty. It needs a little cleaning up. The only thing I've done, it still has the original strings on it. The only thing I've done is I've adjusted the tremolo a little bit because it was sticking a little bit high up, so the spring block need to be tightened down some. But other than that, I haven't done a whole lot with the setup on this, so I wanted to go ahead and record this before I start tearing it apart and start building it up from this platform. So we're going to start with the neck pickup. These are just the cheap stock ceramic magnet pickups that come in these things. that's how she sounds bone stock. The strings are basically dead on this thing, so I know I'm going to just changing the strings alone is going to liven this thing up a little bit. But I've got a set of pickups that I want to drop in it just for experimental purposes that I'll feature in the next segment of this project video. They're probably not going to be the final pickups to go in this guitar, but I want to just, like I said, use them for testing purposes to see how they do sound. But otherwise, for less than a Benjamin on the used market, you really can't beat these Strat SE models for something to get on the cheap. They don't sound too bad, bone stock. Just a good setup is really all they need. So I will be back with some basic modifications on this as the project continues.